Tito.
Diego!
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Say,
Oh,
hey
you
Tito,
cut
what's
your
up?
hair?
It's
Cut
Tito.
your hair.
What's up?
Yeah, he looks human.
You human.
Say hi to Tito.
Hi.
You look like a boy now. Hi. I like the long hair better.
What the?
What
I'm
the?
watching
Nah, I'm
Dido.
just saying. You
What
should grow
the
your
dog?
hair again. Don't cut it.
Okay.
Choy, 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 choy.
Okay, cool.
Choy, choy, choy.
Yeah.
Deal, okay?
So, yeah, what up, man?
What's up, man?
Oh, were we supposed to talk about something today? Did we plug anything today
Okay, so this.
for today, or just we had to do the show because my aunt's coming and I'm gonna have my hands.
Yeah,
full.
we have to do the show because your aunt's coming tomorrow, and you might be very busy for the next few days and stuff like that. But then you have the flu, or
Yeah.
you're like you have something. You
Yeah,
caught
I
a
got it
cold,
from Raj, and then Diego got it like the on-off fever last night, and
right.
he was taking paracetamol, so he's okay now. He's gotten better,
Oh,
but it's me
You
now,
don't have
so
to stay long.
I have the brunt of it. The wifey's not sick though. The wifey's like, the wifey's the one who's she's impenetrable. Hold on, Papa needs that. So yeah. So hold on.
Start.
What's going on? Super Bowl.
Please start.
What took place? The earthquake.
Start.
Oh man.
Maybe need to start.
No, I can't hear Tito. Anak, I need this. Okay, I'll
Who
just
won
lend you.
Super Bowl?
The Kansas City Chiefs, which is the team I was rooting for because my two sisters lived in Kansas City for a while before. So that's their team.
City.
Need that.
Kansas City, the city of angels.
Baby on time. Yeah. Oh, Kansas City.
Time.
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay, wow, congratulations, Kansas.
yeah, the Chiefs won.
Kansas-
Patrick Mahomes. Very timely that Patrick Mahomes is coming to. Well, he's been touted as like the heir to the throne of Brady, and Brady just retired. So Patrick Mahomes just won. I think he's second with the Super Bowl. So ring. So yeah, it's the changing of the guard. It's the passing of the torch.
Right. So,
So to
it
speak.
was Kansas against what team?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Kansas
The Eagles.
Chiefs. The Eagles.
Yeah, that's the NFC versus the AFC. It's like the West versus the East. So the East would be Philadelphia, West would be Kansas. And I hate the Eagles because they were like they would always beat the Redskins in the playoffs back when I was rooting for the Redskins.
Papa?
Now known as the Washington Commanders. And
Yeah.
the Eagles were always kind of like
I'm start.
the thorn in my
I'm a boy.
team's like side. So
I'm a boy.
but it was an exciting game too. It's crazy because like football usually it's not really like close. It's not really like I score, we score. It's not like basketball where it's like down to the last 2 minutes. Football is usually like it's already settled like the first before halftime because like the other team will have a bunch of touchdowns. The other team can't score. So, but it was crazy. It was really close. It was decided
It's really
with
close,
two points, I
huh?
think, only.
And it really goes.
Really close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to join the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like girls?
Yeah.
Who's your crush?
Green.
Who's your crush from Blackpink?
Green.
What's the name of your crush? What's the name of the pretty girl in Blackpink?
Green. Is there a girl named Green?
Yeah, she wears green.
In Black
What's her
Pink?
name? No, what's her name? The girl in the picture that you like.
On the picture.
Yeah, the pretty girl. I'll show you her face, okay?
Okay.
I'll show you her face, and I think you'll remember her name.
Okay.
Okay?
Hello.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. There.
Okay.
Who is that?
It's like
Red
she's
one.
What's her
answering a
name?
phone, like a landline phone.
The fourth girl.
She's not fat. She's thin. What's her name?
The fourth girl.
La
La.
Lee.
Lee. Elisa.
There you go. He remembers, man. Told you, dude.
Lalisa? Well,
Lalisa.
I've heard of Blackpink. I don't know the members. Lalisa? That's the name of the
I'm
member?
gonna hide.
That's the one he fancies. And she's the one who's not Korean. She's
I'm
Thai.
gonna hide.
but she speaks fluent Korean and she's very talented. She's the most talented out of all of them, actually.
Right.
But that's that's Diego's
The
type.
biscuit.
What?
Biscuit.
Yeah. So Diego, by the time you reach Tito Iceman's age,
Yeah.
that will be the year what?
Yeah.
He's 2 now. Ice, you're like what? How old are you? 45?
Yeah.
44?
Yeah.
44, right?
I'm
So 42 years from now will be
35.
what? Year
I'm
2068 or
35.
something?
I'm
67?
35.
It's crazy, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna live that
35,
long.
Daddy.
Dude, are you crazy?
35.
Are you gonna live like well?
I'm
you-
35.
There's a possibility you could still be alive, but the quality of life is gonna be like it's like you're gonna be 80 something, right?
Tito
Right.
Eyes.
Yeah, which is
That's true.
I'm
You know.
24.
I mean, you
keep
don't want to
bumping-
die,
keep bumping
but
your head.
You don't want to live that long.
My bang
Where
head.
it's just so difficult for you to even walk. You can't even do things. I mean, you're alive, but you don't have a life.
Got it. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like, would you rather? It's like have the rock and roll life where, the 27 Club. We were talking about that before.
Live fast,
Kurt
die
Cobain, Jimi Hendrix. It's like like in a span of 5 years, they experienced everything in life. They had everything: fame, wealth, women, everything.
No, I'm cool. I'm fine. It's
but-
okay.
But it's short lived.
This one.
It's like a relationship. Would you have a relationship that's like a fling, like a hot week long, month long, affair, or
Like I said,
like a
I'm
long
not
ass
sure.
relationship where
I don't have to experience everything. I mean,
dude, that's coming from you. I'm surprised that you sound like me now. You're the one telling me to ride a bike.
dude, riding a bike is different from dying. Riding a bike is like walking or running. I mean, if you're
It's
walking,
not.
you can
Okay,
go to
let
your
me do
car, it's the
research.
Same thing.
Okay. Death rate of riding a bike.
Bicycle.
Okay.
Don't say bike, because bike can be a motorcycle.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, which is probably worse. Nearly 1,000 bicyclists die and over 130,000 are injured in crashes that occur on roads in the United States every year. That's 1,000
Check out
in the
your
U.S.
walk.
That's in the U.S. It's like the roads there, are paved. It's like it's better. So the percentage, 2%. 2% of motor vehicle crash deaths are bicyclists.
Well, check out the Philippines. Do we have like stats for that?
I doubt. I mean, I don't think.
Right.
I don't think
But
the
here's the
government
thing.
has.
People in the Philippines are much
Wait, let me check.
cautious.
I'm gonna heal
We're like a
Daddy.
third world. We are a developing country. Everybody's like on the lookout.
Okay, here it is.
Next,
The Metro Manila Development Authority (MMDA) bicycle-related road crash statistics for 2021. Last year, the agency recorded a total of 2,397 road crashes involving bicycles. Of that figure, 33 incidents resulted in death, while 1,719 resulted in non-fatal injury. So, I mean,
bad.
it's not because you're on a bike. It's because like maybe the jeepney
Alright.
hit you, and maybe the
Try
jeepney's
to-
brakes didn't work.
By the way, Marvin might be.
Bye.
Well, Marvin's visiting. I might be meeting.
Oh,
up.
Marvin's visiting.
Oh, when?
Yeah, cool.
Saka-
So,
Japan?
Yeah.
March
March.
3rd. So I might meet him on the 4th or the 5th.
Yep, yep.
Nice.
So I will go to him. Yeah.
So, are you going somewhere with Giniling?
I don't know, but I'm meeting his boyfriend. So I mean, that's the whole thing.
Is it Pinoy?
So I think so.
Boyfriend.
He has a boyfriend now. So right, I'm meeting.
Yeah,
his boyfriend.
the last time I met him at the not the last time, but I met him at the station one time when he dropped by, and he did.
Hang on,
have
hang on.
his-
He didn't see you guys. Like he went
No.
home. Like what? Like
No.
like I think last week.
No, I haven't seen him in a long time. The last time I
Not
saw him
even
was at the
back?
station. The last
Not
time I
even
saw him was at
back?
the station. Were you there when he was there? When he visited last
No,
time?
I don't think so.
He had like a beard and stuff, and he was like
No,
kind
no,
of
no, no.
quiet and serious. And I
Hang
was,
on,
I
so
think,
not- So not even Bags met him
no.
last week.
no.
Holy shit, that guy.
And Raj is his inanak, your compare or comare, whatever, right?
Holy crap.
But
he went home last week. He was like, "Oh, I'm in Davao." I'm like, I don't know if it's for work or whatever, right? But
I
he
know
was in Davao like a week
we
or
went to
so.
Manila and well, several times, and we would try to hook up with him, and he's like he's hard to get a hold of because I mean he's in Quezon City, so we're like in Makati or we're like
All
in the
right, okay,
south, and
that's
he's like in
far.
the
All right,
north.
that's far.
But here in Davao, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe because the wifey's Facebook was deactivated, so I don't know if it was trying to reach out to the wifey, if it was trying to reach out to me. But we've always been friends on Facebook. I don't know if he unfriended anybody or
Right.
whatever. I mean, I really I don't know because I haven't seen Marvin and I haven't spoken to him and I haven't been updated with him
I haven't seen
with
him in
his
8 years. I think the last time was around 2000 and was it 2000 and what 2011, 2010?
yeah. It's been a
Should
while.
be it should be around 2010.
By the way, someone's dropping by.
Joe,
Joe Boy.
Joe Boy.
Yeah, Joe
See, I
Boy.
knew it.
Joe Boy's
See, that's
dropping
the
by.
thing.
I mean, he's not like I don't think he's coming in because like I have the flu and everything, so I don't want to risk it. He has a daughter, but
Right.
I'll just go outside and
Right.
he's dropping off the pasalubong cap. So yeah, so I don't know. He might be watching this. I think they're having dinner right now. So he said he's gonna be here in a bit, and yeah, man. I mean, okay, like, enough
So
of
are
the
you gonna pick
bicycle
up?
stuff. What?
Are you gonna pick up your aunt tomorrow?
Yes, I am. Around 3 p.m. 2 p.m. I think.
All right. So she's not stopping by Manila, or is she in Manila right now?
She's gonna be in Manila tomorrow morning, and then her flight is in the afternoon,
All
and
right. So
then
she's
she'll
not.
be
All right.
here for until March something something, and then she'll go back to Manila because she's going to Vietnam with her like sorority friends from UP, and she's
Right.
gonna be there for a while, and then she's gonna come back to Davao for just a couple of days, and her flight from her flight back to San Francisco will be originating from here, so.
All right. Okay.
So
All right.
that's
Fair enough.
basically it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, because she's going to Vietnam, and she's been to Viet. It's like their favorite place in the world, I guess. Her group of friends.
Yeah. I
You
was
know,
just watching a movie like The Protege, and it was shot in Vietnam. So it was.
who
Yeah.
stars
I
in
mean,
that?
think
Who
already.
stars in that? Is that like
Maggie Q, Maggie
a
Q,
spy
and Samuel L.
thing?
Jackson. Yeah, Michael Keaton. No, I think it's in like Assassin. Like they were like Samuel L. Jackson and Maggie Q. They're assassins, and Michael Keaton's like working for the person that they're going to kill or something like that. And yeah, I mean, it was like a sort of like a cliffhanger in the end. So I don't know if there's like a sequel, but yeah, it was sort of a cliffhanger. But yeah, I heard from Pinky that it's full of like bicycles and motorcycles, and it seemed like it in the movie.
Like it's not
I
kid
mean,
friendly. It's not kid friendly because like people will run you over if you're tatanga-tanga. Suppose it's kind of like that in Bangkok as well, but Vietnam is more like they're really into motorcycles there. That's like their main
right,
mode of transport.
right,
In
right,
Bangkok, it's more of like habal-habal here. The middle class to whatever people they don't really ride motorcycles, but in Vietnam, whether you're rich, poor, middle class, you know, they all have their motorcycles. So all right, what are current events, man? I'm
Well,
trying to
current events. I just this is like my current event. I just learned from one of my teachers because I work for a company, right? A company that supplies English teachers to schools, right?
mm-hmm.
So we've been in this city for quite a while now. I mean, about maybe 2 decades or so, and we have contracts everywhere. And where I live, I worked here because I live in I live in Kani, and
Mm-hmm.
we've had a contract for a very long time. And the reason why I left was because of some sort of like the insurance and the social security and stuff like that. So I moved, right? So when I was in Kani, um, I worked here for about 9 years or so,
Mm-hmm.
and then I moved to that other city because it's like for better benefits. And I've been there. It's for 6 years. I've been there for 6 years, right? And every 3 years, they have like this sort of bidding for a dispatch company, and it has always been like positive, right? And I don't know if I should be talking about this, but probably nobody's listening from where I work. So what happened was, my supervisor emailed me, and he told me, or he said in the email that, oh, it went positive, it went well, and
Hold up.
there's a lot of positivity.
Hold up. I'm not sure. Someone's outside. Hold up.
Is that Joe Boy?
Nope. Nobody's outside. Sorry, man. I thought it was like.
Right. So I was like, all right. I was feeling good because I got the email Monday after the presentation. No, I got the email Tuesday because Monday was a presentation. But then I talked to one of my teachers this morning, and I was like, oh, I was pretty confident. And I was talking to him about stuff, and I asked him, "Have you decided yet on the company?" And he said, "No, no, not really, not yet." But like, well, but what's like, but you voted, right? So what's like, what's the situation? Like, I know you haven't decided yet, but then he was like, well, about 80% wanted to change company. Like, what? And I was like, holy
Jeez.
shit! That was like, and I don't know if he said it's a hard decision or it was a hard decision. So I mean, it could be they have decided already, but so I couldn't like, what did he say? It's a hard or it was a hard? But either way, I mean, he said like 80%. So that's that's a decision right there. So I was like, man. So we did not get anything yet, but I'm pretty sure the company probably knows by now, and they're trying to, like, I don't know how they're gonna break, like how they're gonna break the news to us or whatever, or they have to be like, because we are under like sort of like an indefinite sort of like contract. So what's gonna happen is I would assume that they would like place us somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
for like they have to put us somewhere where it's like doable, and like, I mean, they can't put you like 2 hours away from your home or whatever. But yeah, I'm still like, holy shit.
Oh man. Well.
So, but I don't know yet. But I'm like, holy. But I would be expecting that email or that call anytime soon. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of weird that
That's a good thing, right?
well, it's not really a good thing, because I was like thinking, like, if we could win the contract, like the bidding for this year, and that would be like for the next 3 years, I'd be like in the same position. I'd be cool with that. After, I wouldn't care, because my daughter would be what, like a sixth grader at that time. So that would be really cool, because like she's already big and she could take care of herself. But now, I mean, I can't be working far.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
That's freaking 13 years ago, dude. This is
Wow,
2010. 13 years ago.
2010. Holy shit.
2010. February 16, 2010.
Holy crap.
Dang.
Time flies.
Yeah,
Time flies. A lot of shit has
Aaron
happened.
Carter was still alive.
I know. He's already dead. And somebody that my like, well, not I know, but somebody just like also passed on. My wife just told me, like, somebody related to her aunt or something. And it was just like, really? Like, nobody was expecting it, but he just like, he kind of had like low blood sugar. He's diabetic, and he was an engineer, and he was left alone where he was, because the guys that he was with were kind of like sort of working on something. And when they got back from where they were from, this was like 5 days. They got back, and he couldn't like stand, because he hasn't pooped for about like 5 days already. And by the time they brought him to the hospital, after 2 days, he was dead. He
Dang.
died. So I
What
know,
the heck?
right? There's just like low blood sugar and whatever. Like, I don't know if he got COVID or if he got sick because of something, but I mean, holy shit! And now that I've been feeling all this dizziness and whatever, and there's nothing on like all the tests, like MRI, CT scan, and then the like an ENT checked me, and like there's no Meniere's disease or whatever. And I
Yeah.
just found out that there was like one of the side effects of the COVID vaccine is it can trigger your, like those types of disease. Like, if you've had vertigo, or benign paro, whatever, like like BBPV or whatever, something that makes you dizzy, like all those types of like sickness.
Yeah.
If you have that, or if you had that, if you had a history with that, it will trigger it will be a trigger. Like, the vaccine can trigger all those symptoms, and you might be.
Dang.
So I was like, holy shit, this could probably be it. It's probably not that, like a little bump on the head. It could be that, but it could be that too. So I'm like, holy shit, yeah, this could be it. Because like, it's the onset would be like 10 days after. That would be the onset of the, and I think I got vaccinated around end of November. So, right, like around 29th, I think, around that, or 28th. So, yeah, that could be it, because I started feeling that like sometime in December. And it just got worse around like when my, probably with the, like no sleeping and being just, tired physically. I mean, that probably
Dude,
triggered it more. So
you
it's
notice
crazy.
you notice like most of our conversations, like it gravitates towards old age, like aging and stuff, like stress and all that. I think we're just trying to vent out, like, I don't know if the younger guys who are tuned in, have any idea what we're talking about, but yeah, we go through shit and like we're just venting. But anyways, all right, so let's on
Okay, let's.
another note, let's talk about the LeBron surpassing Kareem. I mean, does it? Okay,
Oh
here's my
man,
thing.
I
It's like
mean,
it's such a big
just stats.
deal.
It's just stats.
I know,
Okay,
no, exactly,
how many
exactly.
championship has Jabbar won?
La five, I think, or four, maybe probably same. I mean, here's the thing. It's not. They're not talking about Jabbar. They're talking about like Jordan and LeBron. And
Uh huh.
my thing is, now that he's surpassed and he's the number one scorer of all time, and he surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they're all saying that now definitely he's the goat. Like Shannon Sharp saying like definitely he's now the goat and over Michael Jordan. And I'm like, dude, Kareem has always been the leading scorer of all time over Michael Jordan, and Michael has retired for so long. Nobody has ever brought that up. Nobody has ever said that Kareem's the goat and better than Jordan. Like nobody ever talked about it. And now that that LeBron has reached that pinnacle, all of a sudden it's like it matters. Like nobody ever brought that up. The argument was always MJ and LeBron, and then now that LeBron has that under his belt, now they're saying like Shannon Sharp saying now definitely and without a doubt, he's a LeBron loyalist, so he's like without a doubt, LeBron has to go. I'm like, what? Like you guys have come up with your list of top five all the time, and Kareem has never been the number one. It's always been like MJ and then LeBron, whatever. And now that he has surpassed somebody who nobody put above Jordan, and now it's because LeBron did it. It's like it cements his legacy. I'm like, dude, in terms of longevity, yeah, durability, definitely LeBron. In terms of how well balanced he is as a player, offense and defense, yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, how many MVPs has he won? You know, if it really is the goat, then you should have raked in a lot of MVPs, man. I mean, what does that say about him? I mean, Jordan has had what? Jordan has like five MVPs. Jordan has Defensive Player of the Year awards, multiple, and the scoring. It's like this. It's like comparing a boxer who has a record of like 99-0, comparing it to another boxer who retired with a record of 22-0, or 22 and like 3. So he has losses, right?
Right.
But the quality of the fighters that he fought is exponentially like better and more difficult than the ones that the other guy fought. It's like Mayweather, he's never lost. He's never lost. But that's the thing. It's like you can't really say if he's the GOAT because you do not know how he will, deal with adversity. We know with Tyson Fury he got up and he knocked Deontay Wilder down. We know with Manny Pacquiao he got up. We know with Lennox Lewis, every guy that beat him, he beat in a rematch. Evander Holyfield will fight somebody in a trilogy even if he loses all 3 fights. But with Mayweather, it's like we don't know how he'll
I'm
deal with
surprised you didn't
adversity.
mention
He's
Muhammad
never been
Ali.
knocked down. Like he's never been knocked down. I mean, yeah, dude, the guy's good. Yeah, sure, he doesn't get hit. But what if he gets hit? How is he going to deal with that? Like we know he's good at dodging punches, but we don't know if he can take the punches. And I think when you're a boxer, you have to take that into account if you're going to crown somebody as the GOAT, if the greatest of all time. Like Ali, he took so many punches that he suffered from Parkinson's. And he's a defensive fighter. He floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. He's not a guy who stands there and slugs it out, but still. So that means he still has a fighter's heart. Whereas with Mayweather, We don't know, man. You know, what if he gets knocked down for the first time in his life and he's like, he's never dealt with that. And he just, like Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was unbeatable. When she lost the first time, I think, to Holy Holm,
And
it's
then
like
she
it
got
was downhill from there. She just kept losing.
right.
She couldn't,
Yeah,
she couldn't win
get
anymore.
over that hump anymore.
She could get that over that hump anymore. It's like, anyway. I mean, I think I'm thinking Mayweather's probably the same way. He probably can't take a punch. That's why he perfected his defensive skills. Because he can't take a punch. He doesn't want to get hit, or his chin doesn't respond.
No, yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of Mayweather loyalists and like his hardcore fans. But the thing is, I mean, he's not just exciting to watch, right? I mean, I don't really care if he lost or if, he got hit or what. I mean, oh, he never got hit, he never lost. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't watch boxing for not getting hit. I want people to slug it out. I mean, you're boxers, box. You know what I'm saying? Like, fight. Don't run around the ring, right? And just, I mean, man, taking pot shots and stuff.
I know.
You're,
It's
you're
like,
fighters. You're supposed.
and just the fact that he became the promoter of his own fights, I'm like, dude, you're paying the salary of the guy you're fighting. I mean, don't you think you have a say in that? Like, don't you think people? I mean, I'm fighting my boss. There has to be like a non-disclosure agreement or something that they had to sign before it. But anyways, going back to LeBron, I'm just saying, LeBron, yeah, durability, LeBron's whatever, right? But the thing is, when you compare him to Jordan, it was Jordan and there was the rest. Now with LeBron, there's like Steph. There's like Luka's up and coming. It's like the game of basketball, NBA has become much easier for these super athletes now. And people are saying, they'll never catch up to LeBron's record, whatever. I mean, I don't think that, because that's about durability. That's different. That's longevity. It's not about skills. It's not about grace under pressure or like hitting clutch shots, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have the clutch gene. So the way I see it is, yeah, in that category, okay, if it's a marathon, LeBron wins. If it's a sprint, Jordan. All day, every day.
LeBron in his prime, he got beat by Dirk Nowitzki. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Who else beat him?
6-0 in the finals.
Who else beat
6-0 in
him?
the finals.
I mean, he
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry beat him, right? Did the Celtics beat him? Not in the finals. No, not in the finals. No, not in the finals. Hold on. San Antonio? Did he ever lose to the Spurs?
I think they did. They won
did,
against
right?
the Spurs,
And then
the
they
next
lost
year
to
the
the
Spurs just like they
right.
lost big time.
That's right.
I think by 30 or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. Greg
Yeah.
Popovich had his revenge. So yeah, I mean, there.
Yeah, and
Must be
he accepts losing like it's nothing. Like, I mean, come on. He has a highlight where his shoe came off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you saw that video, but he was like, he had like a open lane to the basket. He was doing this like one-on-one thing. I don't know who was defending him. I think it was against the Celtics or the Hornets. And he drove to the basket and his shoe like flew out. I mean, shit like that doesn't happen to Jordan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
It just doesn't happen to Jordan. LeBron always has his like, oh my God, 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and they will boink. Or he like all of a sudden pass it to somebody, or like he just he's not a killer. Kobe's a killer. He's not a killer. So congratulations to LeBron, but he's still not good in my book. I know there are a lot of LeBron fans out there. I think Alan Kay Dick is still, right?
A LeBron fan.
How many How many 3-pointers did Alan Kay Dick hit compared to Steph's?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't have to do anything with LeBron, but with Steph Curry. So I mean, Alan Kay Dick's still the GOAT, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, Alan Kay. I mean, dude, we're talking about like how many 3-pointers, right? How many?
The trigger man, right? The trigger man.
Yeah, somebody made in a professional game, and dude, I mean. 3-pointers. I mean, 3-pointers. It doesn't matter if you're in the PBA.
Is
or
it
the
exactly
NBA.
the same? The specs of the PBA ring and court size and everything
I
to
can't
NBA,
see
or is
why
it
not.
closer
I
to
mean-
like FIBA or whatever? Because FIBA is slightly different.
doesn't matter. I mean, Steph Curry throws 3-pointers from near the half court. What are you talking about? That
I
doesn't
know.
matter.
Everybody does now. Ja Morant does it. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard does it.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
have they
It's
broken Alan Caddick's record? No, Ja. Come on, right?
because they're not
Damian
Pinoy.
Lillard.
They're not Pinoy. Pinoys are the only ones who
That's
are,
what I'm saying.
who could be that buga. I mean, these guys have a conscience. They're professionals. Alan K. Dick's
Dude,
like,
Alan Caddick he's a professional. What are you talking about? He's Alan Caddick. That was the only time that he, like that he scored that much, right? He didn't booga. I think okay. Granting that his teammates were like, all right, break a record. We'll help you out with that. So
okay,
I
were they
think, yeah,
leading the whole time? Were they leading?
they were leading the whole time. I think they were playing
Okay.
against.
So why was he shooting
maybe I didn't remember
3-pointers? Why is he shooting a low percentage shot if they're already ahead?
that. He was hitting it. It was his night.
Yeah, I know, but you only know if he hits it. Like, what if he missed all those shots?
He wasn't. That's the whole point. He didn't miss.
Yeah, but he took the risk. You know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't have to. Like,
Dude, these are basketball players. They know, like, oh, I'm hot tonight. Like, I can't miss. I had that. I've had nights like that.
okay, who else is a 3-point specialist in the PBA?
I don't know. I don't know, but if they could break Tony Harris's record of scoring 100 whatever
It's
points.
crazy. 150.
No, that wasn't 150. 105. Okay,
No, it was
let's check.
150. He was 150.
Oh, dude, that's too
He was
much.
150, and then he screwed this Pinay starlet after the game.
Hang on. No. Hang on.
150 or 108, 110, 115. The Hurricane, man.
Tony Harris record.
Dude, he's dead. 150 points. Oh, 105, was it?
Is it 105 points? See,
105. Dude,
Tony
he
Harris
beat
scored
Will.
105 points in a game on October 10, 1992 in the Philippine Basketball Association.
Dude, he
against
died?
Canada. I have no idea. Like,
He died.
well, it says here like basketball born 1967. There's no death.
No,
He
it
could
said
still be
death. It
alive.
said Tony Harris death. Hold on, let me check. Born.
No, are you kidding me? Like he's 55.
He's only 6'3". But damn that guy, man. He's like he's like Lillard. He's like Steph. That guy's crazy, dude. That guy's so good.
Thunder. He played for the 76ers.
The Hurricane Harris. In 1994, Tony Harris played for the Boston Celtics for 2 seasons. Okay, Tony Harris scored 105 points in a game in October 10.
Only played
this day,
one
records still stand.
season. Like okay, 1 year in the PBA.
Only one
Played
year.
for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, he did. I think he played for the Pistons as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He played for the Boston Celtics from 94 to 95. And, that was it.
Yeah, the guy's crazy, man.
I didn't
His
realize that
averages
he-
were in the Philippines. What was his average? I want to kind of know what his average was.
Yeah, he
But-
was, hang on. All right. Okay, no, there's nothing.
Okay, no wonder he shot 105 points. He was playing in Iloilo.
Hangin eh, hangin. Grabing hangin, oh.
The tikal came out.
Konani! Bang!
I mean, you hear these people's comments and it inspires you to just like, And every time I watch a Filipino basketball game, like whether it's amateur or whether it's just at the it's Liga whatever, there's always a sense of predictability about it. It's always like everybody wants to be the star. Like very rare that you see guys actually play their position. Like this guy's just a point guard, he's gonna pass it. This guy's just a set. He doesn't. He's gonna let the ball come to him. Most of the time, because you have your girlfriend watching. It's your time in the spotlight, and usually the guys that do that are actually really good too. Because obviously, they're more athletic than everyone else. Like when we had our Liga here, the brother of one of my neighbors, he was really good, But dude, he succumbed to fatigue. Like we were just relying on him to score. Like he'll just drive and then get fouled and like do a layup or whatever jump shot, and we were, I think, tied, like with seconds left, and we just relied on him. That would have been an opportunity for somebody fresh to, to hit that winning shot. But we relied on him, and he knew it. So he drove, and you know, obviously he was too tired to finish the play. But it's kind of like that. Like I don't know if the coaches, how the Filipino coaches are in terms of like if you watch Filipino basketball, like there's a hint of showbiz to it. Like if you watch the basketball players, they're they're more they're more like celebrities than athletes. Like Arwin Santos. He's this like Jim Terion is like this terror guy, and who's this guy in Alaska, the Samukan guy, like the always getting in fights. I was it Alaska? Is it Alaska?
Chris Bolado.
No, 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 not a big dude. He's like a point guard. He's like the Samuk Samuk guy. He's like, oh, it's his name. He's always like, he's always like sticking his hand in the middle, or he's always like overacting when he gets hit. He's young. He's a young dude. He looks like
I don't watch the PBA
I
anymore.
forgot his name. But anyways, it's
The
really
last people I watched, the players that I watched were Alvin Patrimonio.
there you go. And
Johnny
you're
Barrientos.
you're a legit basketball fan. You're a legit basketball player. You're a legit
I never
basketball
watch after that.
technician. But if you watch the PBA and you look at the crowd, who's watching? Girls. It's like it's not the basketball crowd.
We had
Granted,
James,
yeah,
I
it's
forgot about the PBA. Like during James Yap's time, I've never watched like the people.
yes. Why not, right? If you guys are into basketball, why do Filipino basketball players? Why don't I see them in the crowds? Like the ones I see in the crowd are like freaking like employees of like it's like women, mostly women, nakinikilig, mostly like guys were like these guys don't play basketball. Like I watch them and it's like I don't think these people play basketball. And why is that? That's the top league of our country in the sport that you love the most. I mean, you'd assume that in the Philippines, a Filipino who's a basketball loving
I mean,
guy.
I think
right? Why?
the kind of league.
Nayayabangan?
The kind of professional. No, not really. I mean, it's just that it's just a bad, it's just a bad league, I guess. I mean, the system, how it works. That's why a lot of PBA players now are leaving. They're going to what?
Yeah, Japan.
Taiwan,
They're in Japan. Yeah,
South Korea, Japan,
they're there. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Kai Soto now is with the Hiroshima, whatever, like the Hiroshima team. One of the parents in Snow Chang's, like Snow's team, started talking to me about it, and he was like, "Oh, that big dude." I was like, "What? Who?" Like, and then she showed me a photo. I'm like, "Oh, that's Kai Soto." Like, yeah, I know that guy. I think he was playing in Australia, so
Yeah, he
never got
was. He
drafted,
was.
like twice. He got rejected. He got snubbed twice. So he was playing in Australia, and now I didn't know that he was in the B leagues. I'm like, oh yeah, he's in the B leagues. He's like with the Hiroshima now. I'm like, all right. I think, oh, they're and they know about the Ravenna brothers, like the Ravenna. I'm like, oh yeah, I know their father. That's what I said. Like, I don't know these people. Like, I know that they're professional players, but I never watched them. That's what I told the moms. Like, I was watching their
Kobe
father.
Paras. Kobe Paras
Yeah,
also.
Kobe Paras. I told him about that. Like, oh, Kobe
I think
Paras.
Ray Ray
Like, oh, I
Parks
know
as
him.
well. Ray Parks. Right?
Ray Ray Parks. I told the mom like the dad was
Newsome.
really
The
good.
Newsome kid. That Newsome guy.
Like, I don't know.
I mean,
but-
it's like I said, it's like I noticed that about the Philippines. It's like I have a lot of friends who love basketball. The Bakaka boys. I have my friends who really played. I mean, Joe. He's a basketball guy. I mean, his brothers. But you don't see them like freaking out when like the PBA is in town or like they don't go to Manila to watch the game. I'm like, I find that kind of weird. It's like if you watch the PBA crowd and you watch the sideline reporters, it's it's like these girls who are trying to appear as if they know a lot about the sport, but they're packaging themselves as like actresses or celebrities or starlets. They're not. They don't look professional. They don't look athletic. I mean, like in the States, usually if they have a sports commentator, usually it's like a former collegiate basketball player or she was a coach of a WNBA team or a former. They usually have that in there, and in here they have that too. But the ones that really get the spotlight, like if you have Ronnie Magsano chipping in, like I would love to hear Ronnie Magsano's take, but it's that Dr. J guy who knows a lot of apparently. Dr. J is that his name? The How guy?
Andy
The Chinese,
Howe, yeah,
the
Dr.
Chinese
J.
dude, Andy Howe. What is he? Was he like a co? What was he? What is he?
I have no idea, man. They just call him Dr. J for some. I don't like. I don't know why they
I
call
mean,
him
did Kinito
that.
Henson play basketball like in college or something?
Dude, Kenito Henson knows a lot of sports, boxing, basketball, and he would commentate on tennis. Like probably golf too. I mean, wow, jack of all trades, huh?
I
Filipinos,
mean,
jack of all trades.
I know jack of all trades, but the sport they're covering. I mean, there's even this guy, this skinny dude, who's like a lawyer, and he's like he covers boxing, and I'm like, who decided to have these people there? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get it, maybe he has connections, or maybe yeah he's into boxing, but come on, he can't be the best possible choice to for that particular role, as a broadcaster. I mean, there are a lot of guys who know more, who are better looking, who are more presentable, who are younger. I'm not discriminating him. I'm just saying it's
Is
like
he
you just
still
wonder.
around? Do you still
You know
watch
who I'm
the
talking about?
PBA
It's like,
now? Andy
from
Howe,
time
Dr. J.
Andy Howe. I don't know if he's still around. I just
Like who
know
are the
that
commentators now? Noli
like
Yala?
the younger guys, like Boom,
I don't know these guys.
yeah, the younger guys, mostly younger guys. That, and a lot of girls. They have a lot of like college, probably mass comm students who they probably don't have to pay them, so they're and they want their 5 seconds exposure on TV, so they don't
Well,
mind.
I couldn't care less because I don't watch it. I'm not even interested in it. I mean, when people were going crazy over like the PBA like some years ago, and my sister and my brother would be watching games on TV, because I'd be calling, they'd be like, "No, stop," because we're like call later because we're watching the PBA. I'm like, "What? Why are you watching the PBA? I mean, haven't you heard of the NBA? Why you still waste your time watching the PBA?" I'm like, "Oh, it's I'm like, what are you doing? How? I mean, come on. If you've been watching NBA and then you go back to PBA, it's like, well, what am I watching? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't play on that level, but come on, man. We're watching something. If you're going to watch something worth watching.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, you're right. You're right. If you're going to spend your time watching a sporting event, you know, you might as well watch it
Yeah.
done right.
Watch NBA or watch the Euro League. I mean, you can pick up a lot of things from the Euro League.
That's what I like about the
These
Euro
are the
League. The
leagues.
Euro League is just basketball. That's it.
Yeah.
Like these guys look like they could use a deodorant or two, but it's like you see them. They all kind of look alike, and they all don't care. They have no drama. Like Luca, he has the Euro players. They just love the game. They're just bruisers. You don't see them like trying to have swag and shit. You don't see them like dating celebrities. They just love the sport,
just play
that's
ball,
why I love
right?
Euro players. Yeah, they don't.
Shit.
They don't have an entourage with them. They don't. Anyway, so hold on.
Right. All right.
I don't know if.
Okay. Is Joe Boy there? All right. So yeah, let's wrap it up and.
Oh, we're done
it's-
already. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
well,
Okay,
right.
could you wait up? Let me check. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right.
Hold up.
Cool. Not yet.
Wait. He said
Uber?
he's almost
Uber
here,
food?
but the what?
Yeah.
The what?
I thought it was like Uber or like what, like Grab.
No. That was before. But Oh, by the way, have you gotten in touch with Pinky?
No, not yet. Like, what's up with her? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if she. I have not heard from her in a while. Like
probably very busy. Yeah, I haven't heard from her in months. I think the last time was when she like joined the show, and that was it.
well, we didn't do anything,
Yeah,
right? Like, I mean, we didn't do anything to upset her or anything, right?
No, nothing. I think she's just busy. I think she's doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think we talked like when she joined, and
Yeah, I think he's here. Hold on. I just want you to see him.
all right.
Yeah, that's him. Hold on. I think I saw him. Pass by. Cause I can't really bring him in because I don't want him to get sick. Yeah, I think he made a U-turn. Dude, where did the guy go? All right. Yeah, I think that's him. Dude, you didn't see the old Fortuner outside? Can you see? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, loud and clear.
All right. It's kind of dark, but think this is him. I think that's him. I hope that's him.
That should be him. I mean,
Bro, what up? The man who will, dude, you lost. You look like you lost weight.
Cure cancer.
The man who will cure cancer.
cancer. Have you found a cure?
Straight from the UK.
Oh my god, that's so
Holy shit!
You're a cap guy too, but you're in Japan, so
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, we're doing the show.
Find a cure for cancer.
Thanks. How long? Until when? Until when?
March 4th.
Whole family. Yeah, my aunt's arriving too. She's also leaving March 4th, which is coming back. It's been a while. 3 years na ba?
2.5.
2.5.
I'll see you, man.
Holy shit!
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
All right. Hope he finds cure for cancer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, well, you know, I hope he dude, look at this cap, man. And I did not know that he was going to give me a SpongeBob cap. But hold on. I just want to show you the cap. Because people are so generous. A lot of my caps you've given me. Yeah, hold on. So here it is.
what's that? A SpongeBob cap?
Yeah, it's like a new era. It's a trucker's cap, and you know me, I'm a sucker for trucker's caps.
Really?
And it's a new era. Look at that.
All right. Cool.
So it's
Cool.
SpongeBob with a bat, and yeah, and it's black. So it's like serious, but it's not. You know.
Yeah.
But okay, out of the SpongeBob characters, which one represents you the most? I think for me, I'm more of a Squidward.
Dude, I don't watch SpongeBob.
Oh, you don't?
I know who SpongeBob is, but I've never watched an episode.
Dude,
So-
you know what? We were talking about mental health and all that stuff. Watch SpongeBob, dude. Watch SpongeBob. It's each character represents a personality, or perhaps a certain person in your life. Watch it. There's Squidward, who's the OC kind of loner type, who's the perfectionist. SpongeBob's the one who's kind of like the in between. Patrick's the dumb, kind of couldn't care less.
Right.
The ambitious one is Sandy Cheeks, and the guy who's obsessed with money is Mr. Krabs. And I mean, the guy who's obsessed with making more money than Mr. Krabs is Plankton. Watch it, dude. Watch an episode. It's on Netflix. Watch an episode. If you get lucky and you end up watching an episode that hits you, like it's one of their kind of deep episodes, dude, it's good. I don't know. You watch Family Guy, right?
Yeah, Family Guy. I enjoy it.
Yeah, not all Family Guy episodes are like a mindfuck though, but some episodes, you know, like if you just randomly pick an episode and like, holy shit, this is a mindfuck. Like they're running around inside like a vagina or something, you know? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, they're just funny.
Oh no!
I
I'm talking
know.
about I'm talking about Rick and Morty. I'm talking about Rick and Morty.
Okay, no, I heard of it, but I don't know. Is it close to what Beavis and Butthead?
Rick and Morty?
Or is
No,
it
no, no.
So much different.
No, it's not. Beavis and Butthead's kind of like really shallow. Beavis and Butthead's like redneck humor. It's like I can watch Beavis and Butthead now, and the best part for Beavis and Butthead is when they're commenting on the music videos, right? Like they're sitting there and like they'll show like Metallica or something, and they'll be like, look at that guy, he's like, you know, he's banging his head. What a dumbass. That's like the funny part, but everything else is really shallow. Rick and Morty is really deep, and
No,
Family
dude,
Guy
I don't want to
is-
watch something deep. You know me. I'm shallow. I like shallow fun. I don't want to think about like something really hard. And you know,
no. It's still a cartoon.
I don't want to laugh at something that I thought of really hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to, like, okay, like for example, Brooklyn 99. Like it's see that like
That's
my-
true.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's
humor.
funny. Yeah, that's funny.
That type in like the stupid conversation. Like,
Have you seen
people-
How I Met Your Father?
No, I don't know. Like I've read the reviews. They say it's bad, so I don't know. I might check it out. I might not, but
I tried watching the '90s show. That was bad, man. The cast
that
is
90s
like,
show. Oh, crap,
what is
no.
this, like a Disney Channel show? Like,
That's
I
terrible.
mean, right?
It's like
Those guys, yeah.
the type of comedy that I like is like, okay, Jonah Hill and like, okay, the You People, like that's,
Eddie
how like
Murphy, yeah,
Judd Apatow movies.
yeah.
I love that. Like, what's that, like, Forgetting
Did he
Sarah
do Knocked
Marshall.
Up? Did he do Knocked Up?
Uh, what's that, like, laptop? Like what? Which
Knocked Up, Knocked Up.
a locked up? A knocked up. I
Knock,
think that,
knock,
yeah, knocked up. Right? Like
I think.
Seth Rogen.
What's the other one?
And
Tropical Thunder or something?
no, that's different. That I don't think that's Judd Apatow. That's different. That's Ben Stiller. That is.
What about
I
the
love,
end
love
of
that too.
the end of the end, like the world, like it's like end of the world or something? Like they were freaking out, and it's like um, it's like end of the world. Oh God, what's that guy's name?
Like Shaun of the Dead.
Same class, same cast, same group. You know, those guys were friends. What's his name? Um,
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen and James Franco, and I think Rihanna was in the cast. It was like end of the world or something, like, and then they were like freaking out, so they were all like having sex and doing crazy shit because like the world was gonna end. So people were doing stuff that they otherwise wouldn't do. Not the Leonardo DiCaprio one where there's a
Yeah, that was okay, but I didn't really, I don't really dig that. But like even with the Seth Rogen and who's that chick, pretty chick, and action star, what's her name?
Cynthia Lester.
No, Charlize Theron.
Oh
Was
yeah.
that like the president or like some? I think she was running for office, and I mean that sort of dialogue I really like. It's just like like just a normal conversation that's like really fucked up and it's really funny. So I like that. So but if it's something like I have to really like think hard, nah, I'm like yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I'll check out Rick and Morty. But if you're saying that it's deep, like like what, like
Like Schindler's List.
Schindler's List deep, or you're saying like what, Stranger? Like, do you watch
Dude,
Stranger Things?
Dude,
I don't really know what's the fuss
no,
about Stranger
I don't, I can't like. It doesn't hook me. Like Walking Dead hooked me for a bit. The Walking Dead 24 hooked me because you were
Yeah,
the one
24
who
hooked me.
influenced me. Yeah, you
Right.
told me to watch it, and I did,
Walking
and I was
Dead,
like,
yeah, for a
the,
while.
the
Dude,
and, yeah,
Last of Us.
Entourage.
Entourage, yeah. Last of Us. Have you checked out Last of Us?
No, not yet. I do want to watch
It
it,
is
but
so
we don't
much
have we don't have that channel, that HBO thing. It's about a video
is so
game
much-
too.
It's about a video game. It is so
better
much
than Walking Dead?
It is better than Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah.
like, oh, this is so much, like this is so much fun. Nothing like I mean, The Walking Dead was fine, but they were just like so full of dramas and so many characters, right? Here,
Yeah.
it's just like the main characters, like the guy and the girl, and every time they meet, like I'm now, I think I'm waiting for for episode 6, and pretty much everybody they like came across with, like they just pretty much die. It's like Game of Thrones in a way. You're like, all right, okay, they're probably gonna live like no, they just die.
The Game of Thrones
terrible.
hooked me for a bit too, but it's like after
the
Dexter
ending
hooked me.
sucked. Yeah, Dexter was okay. I don't know if I can watch it now, but yeah, I mean Dexter pretty much. I finished it right up, like up to the
Breaking
last
Bad, I got
episode.
into a few episodes, but it's like I
Dude.
don't. What?
You don't like the slow burn, like the Breaking Bad?
I don't. It's like I don't. I'm always anticipating like something terrible will happen, and I kind of don't like watching shows like that where
All right,
they
okay.
will just like they will set you up
So,
to
that means- That means you haven't watched Better Call Saul, yeah? Because I mean, if you haven't, like, it's Better Call
no.
Saul is like
The wifey just saw the movie you were telling me about. You know that guy with the fight scene in the train, where he's like his family was like
yeah, like,
he
did
put them
nobody-
in the basement.
like, yeah, nobody,
Nobody.
That's the
And
title, yeah.
I have to. I'm gonna watch that tonight, maybe before I go
Dude,
to
you
bed.
watch it. Like
It's the wife- the
I
wifey
watched
love
that
it.
I watched it like what 3-4 times. Yeah, I mean I love it.
And Duck Emmett is there, right?
Yeah, he's the father.
And he used to be an FBI guy or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. And there's been talks like it will cross over with John Wick. I really hope it
Oh
will,
shit! Oh
because
my
that would be
god!
really cool.
Oh my!
Like
They should. Because that's like the underground favorite. You know what I'm saying? John Wick's
exactly.
like the commercial success, but that one's like everybody loves it, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not commercially popular. But the wife, because when the wifey doesn't really watch action movies, but for some reason she watched that one and she told me that, babe, magaling movie na ganyan. I'm like, really? I'm like, that's the
It
one
is.
Iceman was telling me about. And it's like, so like the family didn't know, and then they put them in the basement, and all of a sudden they had like a code for the basement and shit, and like, holy shit, and he burned his house and then
But the
whatever.
family
And I'm
didn't
like,
even know they had a basement.
no, it didn't. And the grandfather's like, I miss this, or something. And the wifey was just telling me this, and you were just telling me the storyline, and I was already captivated. I was like, man, yeah, I'm sold. So
And
I'm
he
gonna
has like
watch
an
that.
adoptive like brother, so it's like who's black. So it's like really funny.
Okay, so there's like
So
a comic relief.
yeah, I mean it's yeah, you'll get the hang of it. It's something that you should like. Like it wasn't like slow burn, but it was like the transition was like really cool. It just like just in time for like when the action starts coming, and like they're like really smart lines there, like I mean when he was looking for like that person, and dude, I mean just watch it. I'm not gonna give you spoilers, just watch it now after we talk.
I will. I will. I will.
All right,
Yeah, yeah, I
so
will. I will. So yeah, yeah. All right. So we're gonna have a
so
show
how are you
when.
gonna well, depends on you. Just message me because your aunt's coming, so I don't want to
Yeah,
bother
yeah.
you or anything.
We
Like,
we can probably do Saturday. We'll see. If depends
right, I'm
if
free
we're
Saturday.
staying somewhere or we're here. Saturday sounds good. I mean,
Right.
if my aunt's here, I'm obviously not doing anything like drinking or at the bar or whatever. So obviously, we're not going to be out late, or if we're going to be at a hotel, there's Wi-Fi there, so I can do a show.
Right.
I'll bring my Mac, so we'll do a show, and then I
Okay.
maybe we'll have my aunt there as a guest, and she can tell us what to do, not to do.
Masabunan. All right. That would be. I'm looking forward to it.
All right,
All right,
dude.
just message me, and like yeah, we'll do an
Thank you,
episode.
Joe Boy, so much.
All right, Joe
I
Boy,
mean,
thanks. All right.
the generosity. I'm not sure if something's up. He was kind of, I'm not sure if it's a vacation or what, but I hope things are okay on his end. So, Joe Boy, thank you. All right,
All right. Okay.
appreciate
Yeah,
appreciate it.
enjoy the rest of your vacation until March 4th, whatever. All right. So we'll see you when we see you. This has been a snippet edition of the OK Show. Rod Rodriguez, Iceman, and we are out. Good night.